Hello everybody. This video is a special one. It will be titled How to Find Your Soul. Let's say I had a vision last night as I was taking my regular walks, processing all the information accumulated throughout the day, and then it just clicked as I was listening to music how to teach every one of you to do this. So, there are three parts to it. The first part is to be able to feel. You're about to feel. Get ready. Just listen.
Дом ты строил, но я не мотив. Лопнула дверь за спиной. Ветер осенний стучится в окно, плачет опять надо мной. Ночью гроза, а на утро туман. Солнце остыло совсем. Давние боли идут чередой, пусть собираются все. Дом ты строил, но я в нем один. Хлопнула дверь за спиной. Ветер осенний стучится в окно, плачет опять надо мной. Это судьба, а судьбу не могу. Я не хочу простить. Только я знаю, после меня стану ветроголовый.
What did you feel? What did you feel? What did you feel? You must have felt like something on the inside, right? Like just like pure energy entering you, right? And well, that's exactly what happened. See, everything is frequencies. Sound is frequencies. We can't see sound, but we can feel sound. So our bodies are our temples. As our temples, we're like the hollow moon. If you bang it, it rings like a bell. If you insert through our ears the sound, the vibrations, the frequencies coming from another source, especially a powerful source like Dimash does over here, you feel the resonance of the frequencies coming from him inside you. As they are entering you, your own soul, your own frequencies, your own light, your living light, your consciousness is responding. I hope what you just felt, you're able to now recognize as your soul. Now, this is just the first part, finding it. So you just found it by feeling it. Now, what happens next? What is part two? To do part two, we have to go to this video.
Hey guys, Ryan here. So I don't normally do things like this, but I've been seeing this name come up a lot on my YouTube videos and on comments on Facebook, and it was recommended to me to do a reaction video to this singer. His name is Dimash Kudaibergen. Probably butchered that. He's from Kazakhstan, and the way that people talk about him, he's like some sort of god, and like his fans and his followers, they're like a cult. The way they talk about him, it's ridiculous. So, me being a singer, I'm naturally interested to check this guy out and see what the big deal is. So, there's this popular song that he did called SOS, and it's in French, I think, so I don't really know what it is. So, yeah, let's check this guy out and see what's going on. Here we go. Exactly. He has a look in his face where like he knows he's gonna be good. That one guy. Sing a song. Luke Kang from Mortal Kombat. Okay, that's really pretty. Nice. Beautiful. Kind of reminds me of Vitas. Yeah, Luke Kang. Mortal Kombat. Yeah, it's such a strong vibrato, but it's so smooth. Smell doesn't even open. I love that part. That guy's face. Alright, Mariah Carey. Wow. What was that, an E? E5? E6? I can never tell it's gonna get good. I'm not ready for this. Oh. And he goes in the full opera. Wow. Wow. Ooh, it's so beautiful. Oh my god. Oh my god. Does he say anything? Wow. Okay. Well, I don't know what he's saying, so. Okay, let me process that for a second. Hold on, let me go back to that one part. Hold on. Right here. How? Yeah, exactly. Same, dude. Unbelievable. Okay, so I don't know what this guy has done after this. This looks like some kind of talent show. It's a Chinese reality show. Okay. Well, I'm definitely checking this guy out. I'm recruited. I changed my mind about this whole thing. I understand his fans now. This video, I can't even think of the words. So this video just did two things. There's one part of me that is very inspired. I want to go try to sing this song now. Because it just inspired the hell out of me. And there's another part of me that just wants to give up completely because this guy is the singer now. Like, how do you go on doing anything else when this guy exists? How can you write a song? How can you write a song, record it, put it out, have pride in it, knowing that this guy exists somewhere else in the world? Unbelievable. Well, I'm going to go check this guy out. So I appreciate whoever it was that recommended that I do this and everybody that's mentioned his name. Because, yeah, that just blew me away. I mean, I don't know how I didn't hear about this guy up until now, but phew. I'm going to go try to sing this now. I'm not going to really do it, but I'll try. Alright. See you next time.
As you can see, there's a lot of people giving their opinions regarding this music. I chose this opinion specifically because he identified something very important. He identified our perception of reality, the positive and the negative. So, whatever you felt listening to the music of Dimash, who is an amazing singer and wow, blew me away too. First heard about him about a month ago, less than that. So you can identify the feelings you have as a reaction to his music. For me, initially it was a little bit of melancholia. However, because my natural state of being is mostly melancholic, it turns into a beautiful, empowering energy. So the music he produces, for me, touches on the positive aspects of my soul, the energy that reverberates within my body, my light. His voice, invisible, is entering me through my ears and is reverberating inside of me in a positive effect. So in a sense, as the man just said, if you look at the negative from his point of view being a musician, it makes you feel bad about yourself. Because from his point of view, that's an ego thing. See, we have to abandon our egos to find our souls. You abandon the ego, and then he said on the positive note, it inspires him to want to do something similar. So that's the second part, to be able to identify how you feel in regards to what is entering your body through your ears, through your eyes, through your nose, mouth, skin, which is a very hard and difficult challenge considering most of the stuff that enters our bodies we cannot see or hear or touch. The 5G smart grid. We all have Wi-Fi devices in our house. If we hold them up to our bodies really close, we may feel a little sensation, but for the most part, we feel nothing. So having done that, being able, step one, feeling the energy. Step two, being able to identify between positive and negative. And this means to put aside your ego, your sense of competition, your sense of wanting to be better than someone else, your sense of, as he said, inferiority. It's like, oh, how can I possibly sing again if I know there's someone out there that can do so good? It's not about that. It's about how you feel. Your soul, or connecting to your soul, finding your soul, is dependent on being able to consciously recognize at all times how you feel. So this leads into step number three. Step number three is to be able to identify how you want to feel at all points in your life. Like, for example, let's say you had just listened to this man and then you went on to see a movie where there's a lot of violence and killing and blood and child abuse and all the dark stuff that's always being shown on TV nowadays. Does that make you feel good watching that? Does it inspire you? Does it provoke your creative potential? No, it does the opposite. So in a sense, we live in a world today where everything we're exposed to is encouraging us to get away from finding how we feel and instead replacing how we feel with stuff inserted into us, dictating how we should feel. And then there's one final step. Once you're able to determine how you feel and want to feel, you have to take the next step in terms of taking control of your life. Now, for me, 2-3 years ago, I started taking very long walks. Walks that I still take almost on a daily basis. I walk 5 to 25 miles on a daily basis. And this is the time of day for me when I assimilate all new knowledge that I gain throughout the day so that I don't forget by the time I wake up the following morning. And also, the energy that fills my body, these feelings you just felt listening to Dimash, I am trying to learn to control in maneuvering my physical body to become stronger, to be able to do things that normally I shouldn't be able to do. Like, for example, one time I did not eat for 4 days. I wanted to do 7, but I didn't drink that much water, so the dehydration just was too much. I intend to take a 40-mile walk all at once, which will be when the sun is above the horizon a little bit longer. The days are longer. No, in about a month, maybe less. We'll see how I feel. But the mental strength and the physical strength necessary is just mind blowing. I expect it to take me 20 hours. And of course, it's just training for the journeys that I will be taking in the Carpathian Mountains. And that will lead me to Omu, the Romanian Sphinx. Now, I've come to conclude that if Atlas was a living being made with parents Uranus and Gaia, and something happened to him where he got killed and he fell, then the question becomes, what happened to his soul, his living light, right? Now, for a being that big by our standards, we would imagine there's a lot of living light within, right? Well, living light, when it's really condensed, becomes gold, right? So that's why gold is always found in the mountains. Now, also, at the same time, there was life that grew out of him, the people that grew, and the nature that grew. So part of his soul was put into the nature, and part of his soul was put into the people. So if I am truly a descendant of the first inhabitants of the area around the Carpathian Mountains, or Atlas, the Titan, then my soul possibly is a fraction of the totality that is known as Atlas. Just like Atlas on a larger scale is a fraction of a larger totality known as God or prime creation or whatever you want to call it. So it's important to know the law of Hermeticism. Oh crap. Well, there you go. There's my name. There's my Gmail. Huh. Okay. Seven laws of attraction. Dang it, what the heck was? It was something along like all is one and one is all, I think. That's cute. Anyways, the point is that just like when a fertilized egg divides into two, and both are exact replicas of each other. The same happens or happened with the soul or consciousness of Atlas. And keep in mind, Atlas is not the only Titan. He's just my Titan. So what happened is, if his soul fragmented into a billion pieces, each piece was identical to every other piece. However, from that point on, how that piece developed depended on the experiences it had. And this is when individuality came in. So in essence, even though all of us with DNA from that specific area, Indo-European as it's called, have fragments of his overall consciousness, we have become the totality of the fragments that we have become. I hope that makes sense. So in essence, each and every one of us has the power to be equally powerful to someone like a Titan. So when we're speaking about DNA awakening, which is very strongly connected to finding your soul, it's all about the energy that enters your body, and at the same time your perception in how to manifest that energy. So when I intend to go to the Romanian Sphinx Omu, and I stand in front of those eyes, whether they are natural rock formations or some manipulation later on, what will I feel in the presence of where I came from? Will I awaken my DNA fully? Can't wait. But the point is, you first have to learn to find your soul. And hopefully I was able to teach you that today. Now then, back to the table of contents. I hope to have that posted later today.